evening. A little bit more current picture here. Excuse me. All right, 3-box 2021 F1 Chrome. They just showed up today. So, hopefully that'll get me out of my little funk that I'm in. The list on the left should be accurate as far as who has what. I do appreciate all the bids. Get the hands thoroughly cleaned off here, and then we'll get started. All right, here we go. Tomorrow I plan on doing posting a half a case of Chrome for next week, Tuesday, and it would be out of a sealed case. So, if that interests you, that'll be out there for next week. I get the feeling we're going to see 2022 F1 in 2022. Or at least that's the idea. Because all of a sudden my limits went from 3 boxes a week to 6, and now it's a case. So, suddenly they're more interested in selling it. But alright, enough of that rambling. Here we go, pack number 1. Frederick Vasseur, Bottas, Lance Stroll, and Yuki Tsunoda on a redliner. Maybe dip this down a skosh. And we got Gasly Portrait, Sergio Vasseur, and Mick Schumacher, 61. We got James Allison, Lando Norris Portrait. All the portraits will be top loaded at shipping. For F1 wise, Teo Porcher and Lance Stroll on a refractor. Next back, Leclerc, Verstappen ×2, and Carlos Sainz on a podium. And we got Lewis, Dragovic, Yuri Vips, and Charles Leclerc on a throwback. Gasly. There's a Mick, Bottas, and Yuki Tsunoda on a refractor. Then we got Seb, Robert Schwartzman, Pierre Gasly, podium, and a gold checkered for Mick Schumacher out of 50. $14 out of 50 for Mick. Congrats on that, Steve. Another nice Mick heading your way. And we got Yuki in the car, Kimi Räikkönen, Latifi, 61. Oops. And Lewis Hamilton, purple green. Award winners. Congrats on that, Mark. Set Lewis up front for right now. forgot. Gasly hiding on the bottom there for the podium. All right, pack 9, Verstappen, Danny Ricciardo, Sergio Perez, and Carlos Sainz on the refractor to get us halfway through box 1. All right, second half of box number 1. Off we go. Granola Bar George, Boss Chung, Leclerc, 61. And a purple checkers out of 199 for Esteban Ocon. Jimmy, congrats. All right, next pack is Esteban in base form. Freshest for Mick Lewis, and a refractor for Sebastian Vettel. Carlos Sainz, Vettel, David Beckman, and Daniel Ricciardo Redliners. Next pack in the stack. And Alonso, Verstappen, Hamilton, and Deletta Redliners. Then we got Pierre, George Russell, Deletta, and Sergio Perez, 61. Checo, Russell, Latifi, and Lewis Hamilton. Belgian winner on the refractor. Alonso, Mick Portrait, Dan Ticktum, and Sergio Perez on the podium. And we're going to have some orange. Orange Wave. Lewis, Felipe Drugovich, Max Verstappen, 61. And our orange wave is for Sebastian Vettel. Cruising in the car. Out of 25 for Seb. 21 of 25. Steve, congrats. Good start for the break. And the last pack out of box 1 is a Gasly. Nissan refractor for Lewis. And a Yuki Portrait on a checkered flag. Congrats on that, Ari. All right, box number 2. Spun Seb out. Mick Schumachered him. Put you over there. Yeah, overall, that was a pretty solid first box. I thought, at least. Hopefully we can keep the color going. All right, number 2. Starting off with Lewis. I have Dynasty. Sofnower. Binotto on the refractor. And Pierre Wash on the checkered flag. I got a couple cases of it, so I'll probably post it up in the Facebook group first, Jim. At least on the initial cases here. And then I'll see how much GTS is going to charge me to buy more. I shudder at that thought. So I think they want like $6,000 for 2020. They can keep it for that. Esteban on the portrait. Viscal, Zendelli, and Fernando Alonso on the red liner. Then we got Toto, Daniel Ricciardo, Christian Lundgaard, and Lance Stroll on the throwback. Yeah, somebody sent me the picture of that Leclerc zipper. Them zippers are cool. I like the zippers and the flags for sure. Gasly, Checo, Verstappen, and Bottas on the refractor. I kind of think they look nicer this year than they did last year, design-wise. I'm not sure if I'm in a minority there or not. Gasly, Kimi Raikkonen, Lewis, and Carlos Sainz. Last year I had a Hamilton Auto Triple Relic out of Dynasty that I pulled, and the guy sold it, I think, for $12,000. I wonder if he regrets that now. Vettel on the next pack, got some gold coming up. Piastri, Sato on the refractor, and Fernando Alonso with the solid gold. $42 out of $50 for Fernando. John, congrats. It's nice to dial back some of the principles, though. It's always a bummer when you drop that kind of coin on a box and you get one of them. Sonoda. Kimi, Max, and Charles Leclerc on the podium. And then we got a Russell portrait, Checo, Lando Norris, 61, and another purple-green for Lewis Hamilton. This one is the Belgian winner. Congrats again, Mark. And pack number 9 out of box 2, Leclerc, Verstappen, Hamilton, and a portrait refractor for Nikita Mazepin. And Nikita will get us halfway. And I'm all about abusing cards tonight, apparently. Last pack from 2. All right, here we go. Carlos Sainz, Mazepin, Hamilton, and Piastri. And we got Mattia, Sebastian, Samaya, and Lewis. Curb hopping. And Sato, Lewis Key, and a Lewis Redliner. And Latifi, Petikoff, Sebastian Vettel podium, and George Russell, driver of the day Bahrain, purple out of 399. $274 out of 399 for George. Congrats on that, Craven. Next up, Max, Lewis, George, and Ralph Boschung, 61. Esteban Ocon, Nikita, Daruvula, and Ocon again on the portrait refractor. More orange coming. Bottas, Zoe. Podium for Bottas. And an orange wave for Lance Stroll. Aston Martin Orange Knight. 16 out of 50 for Lance. Joe, congrats. And Yuki Nakar, Mancho, Armstrong, and Fernando Alonso. And the last pack out of 2 is a Leclerc, Danny Ricciardo, Nannini, and Marcus Armstrong, Redliner. Move everybody back a little bit. All right, let's sneak an auto out of this box. Oh, look at that. Right away on the top. I won't even bury it since it's right there. Dan Ticktum on an auto plate. Like everything here is upside down. We'll save all that till the end, because there's more with that. With Dan today. Greg. How about that for a happy surprise? Let's see if I can reach this here. All right, here you go. Ticked him on the plate. Sure, you bet, Jimmy. As soon as I'm done with this. Yeah. Dan. Congrats on that, Greg. Too many horizontal cards. All right. Well, continuing on with number 3. In with Dan, there is a David Beckman checkered flag. Congrats on that, Mark. Fernando Alonso, orange red. Again, congrats, Chung. And then the bottom was a Ticktum redliner. Not a bad pack with the plate auto in it. All right, back to normal. Carlos Sainz, Fiscal, Sainz again, and a gold purple Esteban Ocon. Congrats on that, Jimmy. And then we got Ocon, Danny Ricciardo, Petikoff on the refractor, and Checo on the checkered flag. Sergio's had a quiet night. So congrats on that, Andrew. Then we got Verstappen, Lewis, Danny Ricciardo, and Robert Schwartzman, redliner. Leclerc, Gunther Steiner, Daletta, and Fernando Alonso, 61. And Lewis, Grosjean, another Sato refractor, and Richard Verschoor, purple out of 399. 242 out of 399 for Richard. Rechanatse. Guess that's all the focus I'm going to be able to get you. Then we get Max, Russell, Mazepin, 61, and Christian Lundgaard, purple checkers out of 199. $73 out of 199 for Christian. Congrats on that, Greg. Well, you have a good time with that cat. Let me know how that works out for you. Ocon, Mick Schumacher, freshest, Teo Porcher, and Seidel on the refractor. And Lewis, Sebastian Vettel, Ralph Boschung, and Vettel again on a podium to get us halfway through number 3. All right, last half. And we get another auto. So plate autos must truly be a bonus. All right, here we go. Leclerc, Sato, Dan Ticktum, and Ocon on the podium. Then we got Lewis, Seidel, Nissany, and Verstappen, 61. Toast, Wash, Albon, and Schumacher on the refractor. Lewis, Lando, Beckman, and Zofnauer on the refractor. Then we get Fernando, Giovinazzi, Vettel, and a redliner for Robert Schwartzman. Gasly, Stroll, Liam Lawson, and Robert Schwartzman on the throwback. Giovinazzi, Bottas, for sure on the refractor. And Max Verstappen. Purple checkers out of 199. $39 out of 199 for Max. A little bit for you, Mark. Then we got signs. Oops. I'll take care of for sure here. All right, for real this time. Signs. Latifi, Piastri, and Lewis on the podium. All right, final pack. See if we get the F1 auto out of this case. Russell, Versure, Mick Schumacher on the red liner, and Marcus Armstrong on the base auto. $53 out of 236 for Marcus. Ernesto, congrats. I will say I think Mercedes will figure it out. At some point, though, I don't know if Lewis is going to have to play a role of number 2. I'd have done it at shipping, but I'll do it for you now. But it's because it seems like every week George seems to find a way to finish better than Lewis. So, all right, well, there was our break. Yeah, Jim, I think it's a little bit of the car at Mercedes. I'm not saying it's the only reason, but they're just not with the Ferraris and the Red Bull at this point. All right, recap. No general order. Base checkers, Checo, David Beckman, Pierre Wash, and Yuki Tsunoda. And purple checkers out of 199. Excuse me. With that cold I can't get rid of. Max, Christian Lundgaard, and Esteban Ocon. Redliners, Yuki, Mick, Schwartzman, a couple of those. Tictum, Armstrong, Lewis, Alonso, Daletta, and Danny Ricciardo. Purple is out of 399. We got a Versure and George Russell. Podiums, Lewis, Ocon, Vettel, Leclerc, Checo, Gasly, and Carlos Sainz. '61s. I'll shut up for these. Regular refractors. Out of Versure, Zofnauer, Schumacher, Seidel, Sato, Petikoff, Ocon, Lewis, Mazepin, Sato, Bottas, Binotto, Lewis, Vettel, Sainz, Tsunoda, and Stroll. Gold purple for Ocon. Orange red for Alonso. And then laying down, we have a Marcus Armstrong auto out of 236. Alonso True Gold out of 50. A couple of orange waves for Aston Martin. Lance Stroll, Sebastian Vettel out of 25 for those guys. A couple purple greens for Lewis Hamilton. And a Mick Gold Checkers out of 50. And a plate auto for Dan Ticktum. So, all right. Well, thanks again for all the bids on these guys. I'll do my best to get these out to you tomorrow if I can. Otherwise, Friday at the latest. Sunday, there's another 3-box break. And then tomorrow, I'll try to make sure I get a list for a half case of Chrome from a new sealed case next week, Tuesday. So, with that, have a good rest of your evening. Again, I appreciate all the bids. Good luck on your next break, and we'll see you later. Take care.